Each of us has an innate need to express ourselves, to be understood, and to connect with others in profound ways. We can achieve these things through the arts, as an artist, observer, or both. It is the imagination that makes humans exceptional, and all human progress is driven by creativity. This is the story of an inspirational organization that understands and embodies these truths. It is the story of an organization redefining our future by pushing boundaries, transcending racial, ethnic, and social barriers, and looking more deeply at cultural diversity. It is an organization which fosters and convenes stellar artists who inspire thinking and open new canvases for each of us. Tonight, the National Black Arts Festival celebrates 30 years as the oldest multidisciplinary arts organization in the country.
The National Black Arts Festival is the oldest multidisciplinary arts organization in the United States, focused exclusively on the arts and artists of African descent.
There is truly a lot to celebrate, while also looking forward to NBAF's critical impact on the future. Our story begins in 1986, when Michael Lomax, then chairman of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners in Atlanta, now CEO of the United Negro College Fund, commissioned a study inspiring the Fulton County Arts Council to create the National Black Arts Festival in 1988. Under the guidance of the commissioners, Lomax and other leaders recognized a great need to build an organization that could paint a larger, more complete picture of the impact of Black artists within the arts community, but more importantly, within society at large.
We provide a platform for African American artists and artists from the African diaspora to have their voices heard, to have their stories told in multiple artistic disciplines. And so I think this is what makes National Black Arts Festival so unique.
Not only was such an organization needed to tell this story, but also to perpetually identify, inspire, nurture, convene, and highlight Black artists.
You know, as I speak about my relationship between college and NBAF and how NBAF was kind of like this grad school or residency or I felt like I was I was there as a young artist learning and sucking up all this knowledge.
And lo and behold, my first summer here, I was able to experience the National Black Arts Festival, and at this time it was all over the city. It was every part of the city was engaged with the festival in some respect. And so now not only did I have this introduction to the fine arts through the museums and galleries that I was able to attend at school, but now I had the cultural connection that I was also seeking out.
Since that time, an annual festival evolved into year-round programming, where NBAF has sponsored, produced, and delivered artistic and educational programs of the highest quality across so many platforms: music, dance, film, visual arts, theater, the literary arts, and fashion. Through these efforts, diverse local, national, and international audiences in the millions have been provided with experiences, context, and perspectives they might not otherwise have enjoyed. NBAF has featured and publicly recognized acclaimed artists such as Maya Angelou, Wynton Marsalis, Pearl Clegg, Harry Belafonte, Maurice Hines, Nikki Giovanni, Gregory Porter, Kenny Leon, David Driscoll, and many others. In 2008, the United States Congress recognized NBAF for its importance to the cultural fabric of Greater Atlanta and all of America.
And the National Black Arts Festival is a key part of that ecosystem, not only presenting artists from around the world who are from the diaspora, but also showcasing artists that are from here for the world. And so I think that intersection between the international and the national and Atlanta, and given how important that is to who we are as a city and as a community, I think the National Black Arts Festival plays a crucial role in defining what it is that we export to the world.
A few years ago, I was on a trip with the Atlanta City Council and some members from the Metro Atlanta Chamber in Brazil. And through a translator, one of the government officials talked about the National Black Arts Festival and how very important it was. So here we are in another country and someone is speaking of the National Black Arts Festival and just this celebration of culture. And so I think the National Black Arts Festival really gives us a worldwide voice and platform to celebrate the arts and culture of Atlanta.
In addition to profiling and convening accomplished artists, NBAF identifies emerging artists of African descent, showcasing their work through the festival and other programs. By marketing their work and exposing them to wide audiences, NBAF has launched many exciting careers, bringing more diverse talent to the world stage. Two shining examples include Bahamu Peku and Radcliffe Bailey. In addition, young arts professionals who once worked for NBAF have matured into arts leaders with successful careers. NBAF's school-based education programs, Move Dance and Next Gen Artists, provide artistic and skill development for public school students, helping them to improve critical thinking skills and academic success. Artists have a magical way of igniting sparks within children by opening their eyes to new ways of looking at the world and helping them to realize how their own gifts can be used to make an impact. Honoree Ingrid Saunders-Jones has been a longtime advocate of NBAF as former board chair and in her previous community affairs role with the Coca-Cola Company. Her leadership has instigated additional support from numerous corporate and city supporters.
NBAF isn't just for Black people. It's art for all of us, and so it's been part of my desire and part of my mission that we share that with a diverse audience.
Georgia Pacific has been a long-standing supporter of the National Black Arts Festival for many reasons.
For the city of Atlanta, the festival has had significant economic value, which could be compared to large-scale events such as the Super Bowl. Well beyond immediate financial benefits, the festival creates a very special community of artists who collaborate and innovate across disciplines with young people who may have had similar cultural experiences or upbringings. Young artists become encouraged by seeing others who blaze trails before them.
When we think about the fact that it's 2018, there's still a very small percentage of artists of African descent that are able to make a living as an artist.
NBAF seeks to change this. Moving forward, NBAF's bold leaders, artists, and partners are daring to dream about a new kind of reality for Atlanta, the nation, and the world. The NBAF team has a deep sense of responsibility to its fundamental purpose and a desire to have an even greater impact. They're asking questions such as, what can NBAF do better than any other organization?
I think the great opportunity for the National Black Arts Festival is literally to serve as a hub, a kind of center of a series of larger and broader partnerships, collaborations, in which we celebrate not only the importance of Atlanta, a sense of place with the great history of the African American educational institutions, but also there's a great history of African American artists who've been related to those institutions. People like Romare Bearden and Hale Woodruff, who have relationships with these important schools because they were the hub of a vital understanding of both intellectual and cultural history and cultural production.
The National Black Arts Festival, or NBAF, can be not just a model for community-based activism around the arts, but can really connect the dots around our city.
At this 30-year milestone, it's important for NBAF to figure out how do we continue to fulfill our mission to advance the arts and contributions of artists of African descents. How do we have art cross sectors? How do we merge art with education? How do we use art to better our health outcomes? How do we use art to really increase the economic vitality of the city of Atlanta? How do we use NBAF and art to cross cultures, to cross generations? I'd love to have everyone engaged in answering these questions.
For all of you who have played a role in the first 30 years of the National Black Arts Festival, we honor you with deep gratitude. We welcome you to be part of our exciting journey forward.